at Quality Car Care of Statesville. Looking for a great pre-owned vehicle? Quality Car Care has you covered at 2040 Old Mountain Road. Visit QualityCarCareStatesville.com.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:06. Happy Tuesday to you, a.k.a. Little Wednesday, a.k.a. Big Monday, a.k.a. Double It Down because it's almost Thursday. It is a fun day. Do you have anything left? Oh, there
nothing.
it is. Hey-o.
Am I there?
Justin, Mames, Bill, busy day. RC Cola Fest. We're going to talk about that probably very, very shortly.
Yes.
Still flabbergasted that in my years of growing up here in North Carolina, Moon Pie and RC Cola really
Never
wasn't...
had the combo?
I can't say I've never had the combo. Have I bought a soda and a Moon Pie from a grocery store and then consumed both of them simultaneously? Yes, I probably have.
Okay.
But knowing that that was a thing... Some would say I did it first.
Okay.
But there is the Moon Pie. Is this a Moon Pie festival or an RC Cola festival? Which one is it?
So there is...
Or is it a combo?
It is the Moon Pie and RC Cola Festival.
I mean, what a partnership.
Yeah, right? So, and it is in Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Okay, so does Tennessee where Moon Pie RC Cola really originates
I'm not sure
from?
I'm not sure if they did, but
Because that's a big statement to try to take the festival.
yeah. So this guy Grayson Kressel, I think is his name. He's a actor, singer. Found him on Instagram yesterday, and yes. So they've got the costumes. See somebody dressed up as RC. There's somebody dressed up as some other snack cakes back there.
That is an Elvis RC Cola combo, guys.
Yes, and then at the end they had an Elvis impersonation contest too. We just missed it. It was last weekend, but it's okay. Because they've already scheduled next year's. So put it on your calendar.
We can put this on the calendar.
Yeah. So next year, field trip.
June 21st, 2025, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is a full day festival.
It's a full day. Yeah. It's got
The
Moon
5K.
Pie. Yeah. They have Moon Pie games. I just want to know what that is. A parade. All kinds of fun stuff.
So this video playing too behind us is the recap video
yes,
of
the
this year's
recap of
event?
this year's festival.
Okay.
Yes, so we can see what it's going to be like when we go next year. We'll know exactly what are you dressing up as? Which snack cake?
Oh, you have to dress up as I was almost thinking
No,
leaning
you
into the
saw it.
Elvis.
Did
I
you
was thinking
see-
about
well,
leaning into
you're gonna do the
if they're
Elvis?
comboing Elvis into RC Cola and Moon Pie.
Well, they just
I mean,
add in the Elvis. Yeah, the Elvis impersonation.
Did
contest.
Elvis love moon pies? Is that a thing?
I just think it's just something fun to tack on. But you know what? I
Or
wanted
Tennessee
you to
as
be
Graceland?
ready. I
Yeah.
want you to be ready for next year. So
I feel
I got
prepared.
you something.
No. What? RC Cola and Moon Pie?
I did, yes.
You went to the store this morning and got RC
No,
Cola and Moon
yesterday.
Pie?
This morning. What are you talking about? I
Well,
woke up at 6:30.
Maybe.
There
Am I
you
supposed
go.
to eat this right now?
Of course.
Okay,
yeah.
so I've got the box of mini moon pies. Thank you for being considerate. That is very nice.
You can
of
eat more that way.
Demi will be very happy with this. Maybe the box.
Hold
will
them
be
up.
gone.
I've been to the Moon Pie Factory in Chattanooga.
The Moon Pie Factory.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it is a Tennessee original.
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yes, RC Cola Moon Pie. I understand the general combination. Those are mini.
Yeah.
Wow, those are cute. Oh my.
I love a mini moon pie.
And they had the labeled plastic too. Double down on that plastic. Live my life. Okay, so if I open up this plastic bag here, which has microplastics.
What does it say a moon pie is for our listening audience? Maybe read the box.
The original marshmallow sandwich.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good description.
Okay, so I take the moon pie.
Oh, those are mini.
Yeah, they're tiny.
I take the RC Cola.
Watch out. It might. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh, that's
That's a nice sound.
Okay, all right.
I know that you don't like regular soda, but it wouldn't be
don't.
the same with a diet.
He'll be fine.
It's not okay. Wow. Strong stuff there.
Yeah. It is. It's high test.
It's not that I don't like regular cola. It's just the sugar grit, you know what I mean, on my teeth.
Right.
All right. So what do I dip it?
No. Just
Do I pour it on
bite,
top of
a
it?
Just
bite
take
and a
bite,
drink.
A drink.
bite and a
Don't
drink.
overthink it. You got it.
You know how to do this.
Yeah,
Which one
you
goes
snacked
first?
Before.
Well, you already took a sip of the RC.
Moon
so
pie that thing, man. Give
Go
the people
for it.
what they want. A
no
marshmallow
crunch
sandwich.
it's not going to crunch.
It's not
No.
going to
It's
crunch.
soft.
It's soft. Yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
gonna leave a little bit in my mouth.
You don't have to.
It's not a bad combo.
It's not. I told you.
It's a nice pair.
Now you're.
At 7:10 in the morning, this is even better, you know?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
All right, so Moon Pie and RC Cola.
Next year.
I can get it.
So you're ready now. Now you can go and be fully
pass the
into it.
test?
I already see food vendor and sponsor vendor.
On my horizon,
I'm
food
the-
vendor
I'm
on
Oh
my
yeah,
horizon?
yeah, for sure.
Food
yeah.
vendor. We're gonna sell mini moon pies.
Yeah.
Craft. Maybe we can be a craft vendor.
There we go.
We'll cross the name off.
Yeah.
We'll call them Mars Pies.
Yeah.
Mars pies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Now you've officially tried the RC Cola and Moon Pie. You can talk about it. You can let people know about the combo. And
Wow, it's much more simple than I thought it was. I
Correct.
thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated.
it's
than that.
not like the peanuts and the Coke. You don't have to shove it down in there.
Now that combination,
But if you maybe another day.
throw that in with a little diet peanuts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I think I could do a diet RC Cola, and that'd be
So
fun.
the Diet RC Cola is actually called Diet Right. I don't know if they make it anymore. It was a staple in our house growing up.
Interesting.
That seems that they don't even make it anymore.
I'm not
That
sure
seems-
that they do. I've not seen it in stores in
The
a very
fans
long
of
time.
RC Cola rebelled and said, "Don't you make us diet?"
Don't
Right.
make us
It's like
diet.
it's like conjugating nouns, kind of. You know, they're like, you can't conjugate us.
Once you change us,
You're just a totally different. You're a verb now.
go hang out with
You're
Dr.
diet.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Because I think you could diet Dr. Thunder.
Oh, you
I'm
can.
Did you
pretty
like the
sure,
moon
yeah.
pie? Honestly, one out of 10. Can I get a number?
Can I be very transparent
You
with
can
you?
be very
Absolutely.
transparent.
Previous to this exact segment,
What
I
would you have
wasn't
given
the
it?
biggest fan of moon pies.
Right. You read all the stories.
Too big.
You're right.
Right.
Oh,
The combo of mallow, the percentage of mallow to cookie chocolate crumble.
mhm.
Right.
I like the percentage on
mini?
these. The minis.
Mini's
Yep.
the way to go.
What I think is going to happen throughout the day is I will get to a point that these will be down to 2 bites.
Mm.
There are moments where I could see a single mini, which is basically the size of an Oreo. Let's be honest.
It's a
double-
little bit bigger than Oreo.
All right, I'll give it a new age double stuffed Oreo.
Okay.
I'll give it that. They might get down to 1 bite.
Okay. I
But
could see. I could
They
see
got
it get
different
down to one
flavors
bit.
too.
They do. They have vanilla. They have banana.
They even got a pumpkin pie.
Oh, I've not had the pumpkin pie before.
Yeah, I've seen
y'all
the
better
pumpkin
stop
pie.
right now.
Mm.
7:13.
But yeah, now you get the moon pie ice cream. Remember the RC Cola moon pie ice cream?
You guys are throwing a lot of moon pie at me
It's
right
gonna
now.
be a good. This is gonna be a good combo.
I'm s-
That's gonna be my vendor stand. I'm just gonna make homemade ice cream.
I'll eat the RC Cola moon. I'll drink the RC Cola and eat the moon pie. Here's my problem with the RC Cola moon pie festival. You started off with a 5 and a 10K. I mean,
Let's
come
go.
on, let's vomit out the gate.
Let's
you
go.
know?
No, you
Those
work
guys
it
are
all
crazy.
off at
Yeah.
in the morning, and then you got more room for more food. in the
But
afternoon.
you can't tell me though that they're not kicking this thing off. All right, everybody down a cola. Everybody eat a moon pie.
Oh yeah, of course.
5K.
Yeah, definitely. No, at the water. This is just RC Cola at the water stands.
Just feel like one of the ones where you have to flip
Maybe
the
that's
top
the only
too.
place you can get Diet Right. You have to drink your diet soda.
Water it down.
Yeah.
Is that basically it?
Yeah.
Put a little ice in it, let it melt.
Yep.
All right. Well, RC Cola Moon Pie, great combination. I will support that, even though I would lean into probably the diet as far as the drink goes. Opportunity here for maybe Mountain Dew Moon Pie. Is that a possible?
A Mountain Dew moon pie.
I'm
No,
starting
no,
to think of different
no.
combinations.
Yeah, you
here.
don't have to.
They've already
It's
done
already,
it.
it's
They've
all
done
the work
that.
is done, Justin.
Okay.
You just have to show up.
Nothing to be fixed
Yeah,
here.
No, there's zero
Okay.
problem.
I'm
Okay.
looking to provide solutions.
They've got a good business model right now. They're good.
Okay. You know who else has a good business model of helping people in the community? McIntosh Law. Bob McIntosh is going to be joining us, our new official legal correspondent. I have
Oh,
a few questions.
What questions are we going to ask him?
We're
I'm
going to be able to
excited
ask
for
the
this.
tough legal questions in the world. We're going to do that. Hey, you remember when Tony Hawk came to hang loose?
Wow, yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. It'll be relevant, don't worry. Panthers Stadium and also the practice field, both of those in the news. And Zara, I've never shopped there before.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s. Near 90, we'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight, with upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter, with low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live, get your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night with a Kids in America concert. This totally 80s tribute band will get you up and dancing. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. We will see you and your chairs Thursday, June 20th at Langtree, Lake Norman. Friday night at RevFast in Mooresville is the monthly Hot Rods and Hops car show. Cool cars, motorcycles, and trucks will be on display. LKN Mobile Eats and Hoptown Brewing will be on hand with smash burgers and cold brews. Join us Friday after 5 p.m. at the late Apex Storage Condos in Mooresville for Hot Rods and Hops. Birkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The Ryan Bumgardner solo musical performance begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Birkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Ryan Bumgardner concert Friday night. The annual Symphony in the Park is back this Saturday in Cornelius. Bailey Road Park welcomes the Charlotte Symphony and fireworks. Bring your chairs and blankets to enjoy this free, family-friendly show. The Symphony in the Park program and fireworks celebration begins at 6 p.m. Saturday at Bailey Road Park in Cornelius. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 3 of summer camps begins Monday, June 24th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 17 include art, ceramics, paint, and clay. For more information on summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's C-A-I-N arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is racing ahead at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series night number 4 is on Tuesday, June 25th. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy Tuesday to you. Arguably the longest day of the week. We say that every week. Partially because of what happens on the roads, but we don't know what's happening on the roads because there are absolutely no windows inside of this room right now. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. You cruise in the HOV lane with Jeff. Jeff, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. There's no accidents to report at this time. 77 northbound and southbound from Statesville to Charlotte. Traffic's getting a little heavier. You'll have your typical slowdowns in the Huntersville area. Secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues this morning. So
no accidents.
Has a great Tuesday.
No accidents yet. Okay, that's good, Jeff.
I'm shocked.
Is that because it's Tuesday you're shocked, or because people's eyes usually aren't open this early in the morning when they're driving on the roads?
Little of both.
Okay. Let me ask you, RC Cola and Moon Pie. Are you a fan, Jeff, of the combo?
You know, I haven't had the combo. I've had RC Cola and I've had Moon Pies. I like them both, but I've never put them together. So I told Bill maybe you could talk to ICATS about getting like a vending machine on each bus that we can have Moon Pies and RC Cola for their customers.
That's a very
make
nutritious.
the ride even better.
That checks every box
Yep.
on the food pyramid, Jeff. Perfect there. I did the combo where I did the Moon Pie first and then the RC Cola. I'll probably switch it up and do the RC Cola first and then shove the Moon Pie in my mouth after. Let's try it that way.
All right.
Jeff, we appreciate you. We'll check in with you at 8:15, sir.
All right. Y'all have a great morning.
You too. RideICats.com. If you got to have an appointment at the VA in Salisbury, well, you want to do it on Tuesdays and you want to take ICATS because it's only $1 from your front door in Iredell County. Get driven to the VA, have your appointment, and then $1 to get home. Really is a killer deal. I don't know where else you're going to find it for $1 to make it all the way to Salisbury and back. Well, $2, but $1 each way.
Yeah, what a deal.
Well, RideICats.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day. Special edition Bob McIntosh of McIntosh Law is here in the room.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Today's word of the day on this beautiful Tuesday the 18th. Tuesday the 18th.
Almost halfway through the year.
Wow, we are nearly there. But summer hasn't even started yet.
Nope.
Technically.
Nope. No summer. It's not even officially summer yet.
Today's word of the day is esurient.
Esurient.
Esurient. This is one of those words I say, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying it correctly.
Bob,
esurient.
have you heard this word before?
Not knowingly.
Okay.
Esurient. Esurient.
It's an adjective, so it is
We're dealing with an adjective, yes. For those following along at home, adjective, esurient. Esurient.
Do you have the national origin by chance?
I do not have that in front of me at the moment.
Okay.
I'm guessing Old English.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it in a sentence?
Please, sir.
The esurient student devoured the book, desperate to learn more about the topic.
The studious student.
I was going to say studious.
The spinny student? You're giving me? Are you giving me hints over here, spinning around?
No, I just got excited about my sentence. How about this one? Justin's esurient curiosity for news and current events made Good Morning LKN a treasure trove for information for their avid listeners.
Gotta love ChatGPT. What you think, Bob? Anything on this one?
Well, the use sounds like inquisitive, inquiring.
Ooh, he's close.
Incisive.
Bill likes exact definitions.
I do.
He does. He does. He likes us just to repeat the exact definition
You
from
guys-
the
is
dictionary.
Is this a formal word also? I forgot to ask that.
I don't have that in front of me. Sure sounds pretty formal, though.
Okay.
The definition of esurient is hungry, greedy, or eager for something. Hungry, greedy, or eager for something.
But does it have? It doesn't have to be used in the context of learning, or does it?
No.
Okay.
No, you can use it any way you want.
Based on my review of Twitter this morning, there were quite a few people who were esurient to speak during the Charlotte City Council meeting, which involved the Carolina Panthers renovation.
Oh, that's a good sentence.
I even made it a little bit
Bravo.
longer for the
Well done.
fellow attorney in the room right
Okay.
here. Just added
All
a few
right.
more words.
No,
to
you're
it.
just
Why
showing
not?
off.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
I like it. Good job, guys.
Word of the day, where Bill gives us a word, we guess the definition, and we learn something. Bob, do you still find yourself even X number of years later? I'm not gonna age you like that. Being an attorney, still wanting to learn new things.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of times it doesn't matter if I want to learn them, I get it taught them.
No matter what you.
No matter what, somebody's going to teach me something new every day.
You're You're not Irish. You're Scottish.
Scotch, yes.
Is there still a beef between the Scots and the Irish? Is that still a thing?
Not that I know anything about.
Okay. What about here
Doesn't happen
locally? Yeah. McIntosh Law, located in Davidson. How long have you been there in the same exact actual physical location you guys are in right now?
24 years.
Same building.
Wow.
That's a long time in one building. Do you get tired of walking up and down the same halls, or is it still good feelings when you walk up and down the same ones?
Good feelings. It's a great building, great location. Our clients like it. People that come in from the community like it. It's got a very good feel. Being located in a building that's got that much history behind it is kind of a humbling experience some days, but it's a great location, and we're very happy to be there.
And
Fits us
Davidson in general, you've seen Davidson change over the years. What's your thoughts on the area that you have arguably helped cultivate, right? Because your firm, you guys have a lot of sectors of law. How many sectors of law do you guys have at McIntosh Law? About?
I don't know. It just depends on what comes in the front door. We do a general practice, and the only things that we don't do a lot of, we don't do criminal law, and we don't do a lot of the high-end specialty practices, but pretty much anything else.
You don't want to represent me in court when I get arrested by the FBI or anything like that? You don't want to do that kind of stuff?
No, you don't want me to.
Oh, okay.
We need
It's
to get
that.
you somebody who's experienced with that. You practiced long enough to know there's a bailiwick and there's some lines you don't cross. And that's one. I used to do a lot of criminal law, and I really enjoyed it. But when my practice moved more to civil litigation, I had to give up the criminal stuff. And so we had another attorney in the firm that did it, and I just got out of that particular area of practice. And like if you're not used to being there, you don't go. And certainly, someone who's been charged with a crime, they need an attorney that is up to speed on every part of that particular discipline, because what you don't know can hurt somebody else, and that's not a good thing.
And the other sector that your firm currently doesn't handle is residential closings. You guys don't do residential closings as of right now, if I understand correctly.
Well, the answer to that is no, we don't right now, but stay tuned.
There we go. I like
Okay.
that. I like
All
teases.
right.
There you go. What was your very first? Do you remember your first like legal thing you did after you became an attorney? Like the very first case or very first client you worked with? Do you remember that by chance?
Sure. I was sworn in court in Wendell, North Carolina, which is just in the edge of Wake County, and I had about 8 files that day that I had to handle right after I was sworn in. So, yeah.
And was that with what, the DA's office or public defender, or just
No,
your
I
firm
was
you were with, your own firm?
Private firm doing criminal matters.
So you went right into court.
Right into court the first day.
Seersucker suits, was that the number one back then? Whenever.
Yeah, there were some in Wake County still, but no, those was kind of on the way out at that point.
When's the last time you've been to Wake County? Would you say? Probably been a while.
Wake County Court or Wake County proper?
Either.
We've actually got an office in Wake County now.
Do you really?
We do, yeah. Larry's got an office up there. In
I
Wake
didn't know
County.
that.
Yep.
Well, that would make sense. Larry Shaheen, who subs in as a guest host for Senator Sawyer quite often. Riveting conversation usually when he comes in
I
here.
think Larry may be on next week.
Is he?
I think he and Bill Russell going to get together and do something.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
That'll be a good
dangerous
show.
combo right there.
Larry's a ball of fire every time he walks.
Yeah,
in.
that'll be an entertaining show for sure.
I'm always afraid of what may happen after that. But
Yes.
Larry's a good guy. He's
great.
brought a different practice facet to our firm, and he's in Raleigh a lot. He is in Raleigh a lot. So he does the political thing, which I really don't do. So it's good that he brings that to the firm because it gives us abilities in areas that we don't have otherwise.
You may not do the political thing. You do the community thing quite often, something that you have charged every attorney at your firm with that I know of, which I've always admired, knowing you in different capacities, that the attorney has to get involved. If they work with you, they have to also be involved in the community. Can you talk about that concept and that philosophy that you have and that you've embedded into your firm?
Well, we are part of the fabric of the community. We get our employees, we get our attorneys, we get our clients, and we get jurors from the community. And so it's important that we be involved in that community. One of the key things that we try to do is the basis of the attorney-client relationship is trust. And so one way that you come to trust people is by working with them on different matters. And if the first time that client sees you is the worst day of their life, when they're walking into your office with this big problem, there's just been some kind of tragedy, the trust is kind of hard to build. But if that client knows you from community events, organizations, churches, nonprofits, whatever, if they're familiar with you, then that trust is a whole lot easier to develop. And the client is able to share with you more, and once the client feels comfortable and can share with you, it gives you a huge advantage in representing them because nobody knows their case better than they do. So getting that information out of them is key.
And when you get involved with the community and you have your attorneys out there in the community and you're seeing the things in the community, what's typically the response rate? Trust is a factor right from the legal side, but just being out in the community. Some people probably say, Bob, I hope I never have to come use your services ever, right? So what is that like when you're out and about with people?
Well, I try to tell people that not every interaction with an attorney is a bad thing. You know, when you did a residential real estate closing, so you know people, that's a great day. They bought a house and they're happy.
Mostly.
Well, they signed up for a lot of payments too, but you know, that's another story. I mean, we've all got payments. But it is important that we be there and be known, and not every interaction with an attorney is a bad thing. A lot of times it can be a very good thing, especially if you're planning and being prospective and taking care of matters before they become problems. The practice of law is very much an ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure kind of deal. And so we try to be that ounce of prevention.
Given the experience that you have as well, a number of years, do you get pretty much only the crazy cases nowadays? Like when people call you with the most outrageous things, like who are you going to call? We have to call McIntosh. Is that usually what happens?
We get some of those, and I'm glad about that because again, it's a trust matter. People trust us with these things. And I'll tell people a lot of days, if it was easy, anybody could do it. You know, it's the hard stuff that we have to think about that makes a big difference in people's lives. And at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, is make a positive difference in somebody's life.
All right. Bob McIntosh of McIntosh Law. He's going to stick around because he is our official legal correspondent today. We have official legal questions we must find out the answers to.
Keep it right here.
Nice.
Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s, near 90. We'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight. upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter. Low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
This is Fred Lowry at Lowry Drug. We now have our own brand of full-spectrum hemp extract, also known as CBD oil. I personally manage this product as it was grown on my farm here in Iredell County. It was then processed and bottled here in Statesville. This is a true herbal extract with all the medicinal components intact. A product you can trust to be authentic. And since there is no wholesaler, it's at a price you can afford. Try it at Lowry Drug on Hartness Road in Statesville.
The feeling of ah. You know, when you walk through the door on a hot summer day and the cold air hits you. Ah. Folks around Charlotte have been feeling that for over 40 years, all thanks to Horn Heating and Air Conditioning, hornhvac.com.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. Serenity Now Massage and Wellness.com, with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We are now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Apple is shutting down the Pay Later program that it introduced last year. Pay Later let consumers pay for purchases on an installment plan. Apple will offer third-party services instead. Regulators are suing Adobe, alleging the software company violated consumer protection laws by making it too difficult for consumers to cancel their subscriptions. Adobe says it will challenge the Federal Trade Commission in court. Employees are pushing back against sharing desks when they go into the office. Hot desking or hoteling, where workers get a desk when they show up, took off during the pandemic. Now, office architect Gensler says the share of desks that are assigned have ticked up after several years of declines. Stocks are taking a bit of a breather after the S&P 500 hit another record yesterday. Futures are little changed. Optimism over a resilient economy and improving corporate earnings have helped push stocks up about 15% this year. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Special legal correspondent edition, joined by Bob McIntosh of McIntosh Law. All right, sir, we've got a couple of questions for you that we've put together. We needed an official legal source, someone who wouldn't make it up like I would, because I just make things up as I go.
We both just make things up.
I feel like that's
he's actually an attorney. I just pretend to be one.
That's, a lot of days, that's what I'm doing too. So
attorneys get to just make things up.
Exactly.
That's what we get to do.
Exactly.
So we feel like we come up with a lot of great ideas here at this table randomly, and you got to have a way to protect that intellectual property, right?
Absolutely.
And so what we've come up with is a methodology to where people know we were the first to do it. And we feel like, if you're first, you should get it. And so what we do is when we have a really great idea like, RC Cola Moon Pie Combo, TM, we just shout TM. We trademark it. Is that right? Are we protected?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not protected just by shouting TM. There's a few other things you have to do.
Uh-oh.
But
I think there's a little bit of debate. There's a little bit of wiggle room on that one. We'll come back to that one. All All right, there's an.
I thought the answer was always it depends. If you're talking to a lawyer.
If you're talking to a lawyer. All right. Let's move more to.
That depends.
Let's move towards something a little bit more on the forefront in this political climate: protected classes. There's some kind of craze out there, and I don't know really much about it. Putting mayonnaise on hot dogs. And so if you are a mayo dog lover, are you a protected class?
Most likely not. Now, just because you're not a protected class because you're a mayo dog lover, you could be a protected class because you're something else.
That's true. But specifically, if I want mayo on my hot dog, and I had an employer who said, you cannot eat mayo on hot dogs, otherwise I fire you. What do you think?
North Carolina's employment at will, so
I got a lot of freedom right here.
be careful. Gotta be careful.
All right, those are our top two questions of the day.
Are we going to stop shouting TM now?
No, I'm definitely not. Because I think there was a little bit of wiggle room on that.
Okay.
I don't think it was definitive. Was that definitive, your answer on that one? I think
Well, just because you're not protected doesn't mean you don't do it.
Okay.
Okay. So we can still do it.
You can still do it.
Somebody could still take our idea.
Sure. Yeah.
Even after we shout TM. That's so surprising.
And in the end, you've got to be willing to pay to defend that. And that's never an easy task because that's money up front. Isn't it?
All right, let me ask you a couple more then for since we're consulting right now. Let's see, I'm going to do my mom's side. My great-grandmother had an opportunity to date the original founder of Krispy Kreme in high school. She said no. And he then went on, obviously, to create an amazing empire of Krispy Kreme. I feel it's my birthright, given that they had an opportunity to possibly, I don't want to say make me, that gets weirder when I say it like that, but at least give me the recipe. Am I entitled to that recipe because they almost dated in high school? Is that something that, I should be allowed to take with me?
Ooh. I think that would depend on the conversations that they had in high school and whether there was a legitimate expectation on your great-grandmother's part that she was going to be entitled to that. You might want to look into that.
That one we're going to...
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Bill put a pin in that one. Okay, other one. Dad's side. Let's switch to Dad's side. You knew Dad.
Oh, yes.
My grandmother had an opportunity to date Tony Bennett in high school. Am I entitled to all the Emmys and royalty rights of Tony Bennett's songs, albums, anything he's published or touched, due to torturous interference of affection or something like that exists? What do you think?
Your dad was from New Jersey, right?
New York, yeah. Same
New York,
area.
okay, yeah. Well, he was, things are different up there.
Okay.
You got the rules, and then you got the law, and then you've got that group of people.
Oh, so states matter as far as law goes.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got that other group of folks up there that do a lot of things,
Or that don't do anything?
Well, they do a lot of things.
Okay.
The ones who are kind of under the radar.
Gotcha.
Sort of group of folks, and you've got to take that into account.
So Tony Bennett's Grammys. Did he win a Grammy? I'm assuming he did.
I'm sure he has, yeah.
I don't know. I'm scared of that one.
Okay, she doesn't want to touch the Tony.
It's just because New York.
We're going to make that one attorney-client privilege conversation is what we'll make that one.
Get that one off mic.
Bob McIntosh of McIntosh Law, located in Davidson, pretty much every sector of law. And if you guys don't practice it, will you refer people or do you just hang up the phone on them?
Oh, absolutely. We refer people. We've got a lot of good connections in the community, legal community, and one of the things about being a lawyer is the lawyers that you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a list of those.
I find most people don't want to deal with lawyers at all. In fact, most people would probably rather go to the dentist than deal with a lawyer. Do you guys find that when you have initial consultations with people, or is it different for you?
We have a dentist office that's right under our office. And so people get confused and they're not sure where to go. And the look on their face is sort of the same. Going to the lawyer, going to the dentist. Oh, gosh. So I don't know. Maybe.
You mentioned there are times where it's a good thing to go to an attorney. I think of one in the business climate we've got here, specifically Lake Norman, North Carolina, phenomenal business atmosphere. Are you finding a lot of companies wanting to come here, a lot of business engagement here in the community? Is that a lot of the positive stuff you guys are seeing?
It is. It is, but in that area, what's more prevalent is the entrepreneurial spirit of the people that are here. And everybody is always coming up with a great idea. Everybody is engaged. Everybody's trying to make something happen. And They want to protect that idea, as you were talking about. So
TM.
There you go. TM.
Protected.
That's protected.
All ideas. I own them all.
Yeah. So we find that works well. And this community, this area is just rife with, there's a word for you. Oh, you look at it, I got it right. This area is rife with people who are coming up with something new, something better, making it happen. And we love to be part of that.
He saw my head.
He did, man. It was like pop.
The community is unique. If you look at a place like Huntersville, you look at Cornelius, you look at Davidson, you look at Mooresville, all the way up to Statesville, east, west side of the lake. How do you see the impact of these different cultures coming together affecting the legal? Does that matter at all, like for you as a law firm, like, or does it no? We're here, whatever the needs are, we match, or do you see it more of like you guys are ingrained so much that you almost are part of what's happening in the community? Does that make sense?
It does. We are part of what's going on, and I enjoy that. I like that. That's what we've tried to be since we got here 24 years ago, and it is a good thing. The diversity of the folks in the area, every client's different. Well, you know that. Every client's different, and you've got to play to that client's sensibilities and that client's ideas of right and wrong, and that client's level of willingness to engage in a conflict or not. Some people are simply conflict averse. They just don't want anything to do with the fight. And so you've got to take care of that person just like you have to take care of the person who walks in and, we're not going to have that anymore.
Shut it down.
Shut it down, yeah. And so, yeah, you got to be ready for all that.
What do you do for fun these days? You go fishing at all? Are you a fishing guy? I don't know if I've ever asked you about fishing.
I'm not a fishing guy.
Do you like getting out on the lake?
I love the lake. We live on the lake. I don't have a boat. I don't have a jet ski. But I sit there and I watch it.
You just look at it.
Yeah,
just nice. Stare at it.
It is. I got a nice westerly view. I can see 3 counties from my front porch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so.
Can you see the Lingbia?
Actually, my nephew is flying, and we were up flying the other day. That I haven't been flying
in a plane.
In years. In an airplane, yeah. And I looked down because we're over the lake, and I looked down, and I could see a great big glob of green stuff, and I said, "I bet that's that Lingbia stuff."
And so you found it.
I found some, I think.
Breaking news.
Hopefully they get rid of it.
Yeah, they're working on it.
These days, you're probably limited for the clients you represent in particular, I would imagine. What's your favorite sector of law right now? Like something that kind of gets you excited in the legal space?
I enjoy working with people, trusts and estates, wills, estate issues, trying to help families work through problems that they've got with either real estate or an inheritance, something like that. The law is designed to help people resolve conflicts, okay? And so we get into the inner workings of people's lives and families, and the interpersonal part of what we do is really what excites me. And I like being able to help a family work through a problem and come up with a solution that makes sense for everybody.
A lot of people in the business world talking about that right now we're about to go through arguably the largest generational shift and transfer of wealth ever to have occurred. Absolutely, and you think that's true then?
Oh, yes. I think it's about a 30-year window, and I think we're probably 15, 16, 17 years into that window. Going to continue.
About halfway through.
About halfway through, yeah.
And so for estates and things like that, of people in our area, right, there's a lot of affluent people, but there's a lot, again, culturally diverse. Do you have to have a multi-million-dollar estate to need an attorney in the estate realm?
No, you do not. All you have to have is a problem that you can't get resolved. Doesn't matter how much it's worth. Then you need somebody to sit down and explain to you, these are the options. If you go this way, you get this result. That way, you probably get the other result. You got to maintain family dynamics as well, because after the dispute's over, you still want somebody to come and have Thanksgiving dinner with you, And so if you tend to irritate everybody in the family trying to get something resolved, that's not necessarily a good thing.
You know it's not a good thing? When you don't TM something. You got to TM it real quick before you go. So Bob McIntosh, McIntosh Law, McIntoshLawFirm.com. You can check out all the sectors of law that you can have wonderful legal coverage in, have a relationship with attorney, ounce of prevention, pound of flesh.
Pure, pound of pure. Pound of flesh is another deal.
Okay.
There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s, near 90. We'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight, with upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter, with low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Lab gets your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night with a Kids in America concert. This totally 80s tribute band will get you up and dancing. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. We will see you and your chairs Thursday, June 20th at Langtree, Lake Norman. Friday night at RevFast in Mooresville is the monthly Hot Rods and Hops car show. Cool cars, motorcycles, and trucks will be on display. LKN Mobile Eats and Hop Town Brewing will be on hand with smash burgers and cold brews. Join us Friday after 5 p.m. at the Late Apex Storage Condos in Mooresville for Hot Rods and Hops. Birkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The Ryan Bumgarner solo musical performance begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Birkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Ryan Bumgarner concert Friday night. The annual Symphony in the Park is back this Saturday in Cornelius. Bailey Road Park welcomes the Charlotte Symphony and fireworks. Bring your chairs and blankets to enjoy this free, family-friendly show. The Symphony in the Park program and fireworks celebration begins at 6 p.m. Saturday at Bailey Road Park in Cornelius. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 3 of summer camps begins Monday, June 24th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 17 include art, ceramics, paint, and clay. For more information on summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's C-A-I-N arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is racing ahead at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series night number 4 is on Tuesday, June 25th. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you again to Bob McIntosh of McIntosh Law Firm, McIntoshLawFirm.com, covering pretty much every sector of law that you could imagine. And if they don't have an in-house attorney, they certainly will refer you to one.
Yeah, I've been in business for 24 years, he said. Yeah, I'm sure they know all the attorneys and all the right ones to work with. So
I almost started singing this song, too, when Bill played it. I'll be honest with you. I'm 34. I just found out what these lyrics are today. I've just for my whole life have been.
It's the name of the song.
But now when I sing Return of the Mac.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
I'm not on that. You know what I mean? And
you'll find it.
You'll find your voice. Yeah.
I didn't want to disrespect Bob like that.
Sure.
Bob, Return of the Mac. I see. It just doesn't hit the same. But now if I go
yeah, you
like that hits a little better.
Right.
That's a little stronger.
Okay.
Sometimes leaving a little more to the mind. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. We will still continue to TM and Mayo hot dog lovers. Look out, you're not a protected class. Those are the two things I learned today. Do you remember when Tony Hawk came to Hang Loose in Cornelius, in Corntown?
No.
Do you remember Hang Loose in Corntown? Let me ask you that. Let me start there. I worked there, by the way.
Okay. What was it?
Indoor roller skating rink, big ol' arcade, rock wall, outdoor half pipe. So where Carolina, is it Carolina Custom? No, the Salzman's Place, Liverpool Parkway, I want to say Jeton, but I'm trying to change my ways. Jeton, down at the end, Liverpool Parkway. Used to be a place called Hang Loose where
I don't remember
outdoor half pipe, skate park. It was when it was the rage, early 2000s?
Oh, yeah, man.
Kate's skating rink had just closed. Hang Loose took the market share. It was banging. They set up for Tony Hawk to come to Hang Loose.
He came here?
He came to Hang Loose.
Wow.
But I found this kid arguably way better than Tony Hawk. Roll this video, Bill.
It's going to be a big factor, though.
This kid can't be
He's what, like
all but 4 feet tall.
Yeah, he's knee high to a grasshopper.
8, 9 years old?
He's hitting this probably 14-foot half pipe here.
Whoa.
3 900s. There's 1 900.
Easy 900.
2 900.
Easy.
Hit him with the third, baby. Third 900.
Wow.
This is a kid right here. 900 was the big deal back in the day. I don't know if you remember,
Look at that. That's amazing.
What a showman.
No, he's like 7.
Yes.
Tony Hawk skateboard game, right? The 1080, 900 realm. That used to be the move that everybody. It was kind of like on motor or on dirt bikes when you could finally do the backflip.
Yeah, it was the pinnacle of the sport.
That's right. But now you got a kid knocking out 3 of them in one set here.
All right.
Right.
So I just thought this was cool. It kind of brought back memories of hang loose.
Should skateboarding be in the Olympics?
Is it in Bricks Games?
I'm not sure.
I think Bricks Games is the B squad, right? You get it in Bricks Games, then you get it to the Olympics.
I think it should be in. I feel like it's
it takes skill.
It definitely takes skill. It's like
it knows no geographic bounds.
It's same. Snowboarding is in the Olympics, right? And they do the tricks and things.
Yep.
So it needs to be in the Summer Olympics. Skateboarding. Yeah.
Maybe they do have it. No, they don't. They have the X Games.
I'm gonna look it up. But
you?
Yes, I think skateboarding for your country would be.
Were
awesome.
you a wood pusher or a fruit booter?
A little bit of both.
I have no idea what you
I'm
just
assuming
said.
you mean skateboard and skating.
Yeah.
Okay. No, what? Now, what did you say? A what?
A fruit booter?
A fruit booter
or a
is
wood pusher?
Skating?
Yeah.
And a wood pusher skateboarding.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At least I think that was the name of
That's
names
pretty
of
cool
them.
slang,
TM
man.
those. Did you just make those up?
Yeah, TM.
I'm pretty sure that's what we called them back in the
You've
day.
never been cooler. Yeah.
I
sounded
particularly was a fruit booter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I skated more. I couldn't
I've been
really.
known to boot a fruit.
Now,
Yeah.
Were you
But I'll
rollerblading?
push a wood too.
Were you rollerblading or skating?
Well, okay, so
Like inline skates or 4 wheels?
oh, Bill was a quadder. I was an inliner. That's
Okay.
usually how it worked out. When Bill would actually put on skates. See, Bill was the cool kid at the skating rink who just would never. Very rarely did Bill actually put on skates.
Yeah.
Most of the time he was
Same with me.
hanging out.
And
on the
I'm
side.
glad that everybody thought I was the cool kid because it was just because I could not skate. I could not skate.
Yeah, I was along the side.
That was just
the outskirts.
hanging
We're
out.
gonna have couple skates soon. Bill Blackley, we expect you to see you on the
I only
ring.
got 2 arms. Come on.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can't decide who to choose. I'm just gonna sit over here and eat my earhead.
And then it's time for races. I'm out of here. Give me my free hot dog and a drink and collect my hardware and get out. That was
There
it.
were some
So-
there were some good speed races back there.
Oh,
back in the
yeah.
day.
The skating rinks, are those still a thing around?
There's not very many around because Katie likes to roller skate and ice skate. She likes doing both.
I wish we'd have an ice skating rink up here.
I
Pine Hill's got
cannot ice
lock on
skate.
it. Except Birkdale in the
She-
winter.
Yeah, so she loves like in the wintertime, Christmas time when the skating rinks are open, she hits them all. She loves ice skating.
And let's be very clear, Bill, you can ice skate.
Oh, I don't know if I can ice skate. I can skate, and now I can skate nice.
Quad?
Quad and inline. I'm very
We're going to
good.
get some quad. Let's go to
I
Goodwill and
can't.
get some quads
Yeah, I
for
cannot
Bill.
do either one. But yeah, Katie's a
Do it in
great
the parking
roller
lot.
skater, ice skater. Rob is too.
I
So
bet Rob is a great
we
ice
found
skater.
a place called CLT Skate, Charlotte
Okay.
Skate, that will bring a skating rink to you.
What?
Yeah, so that's what she had for her 17th birthday. We brought the skating rink to the neighborhood.
Oh, in the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
Was it in your front yard?
No, we did it in the pool parking lot.
Oh, nice. Good size.
We have a little roundabout, so it was perfect size. They set up a little round skating rink. They brought lights and benches and all the skates.
It
And
was roller or ice?
roller skates. Yeah, this
I
was
bet it was a
roller
great
skating.
time for
It
the
was
kids.
great. It was
Yeah.
so much fun. We did it like a 70s theme roller derby. We had a great time.
Or I say kids, but the adults probably had a great time too. I'd
Oh yeah,
imagine.
everybody had. Well, I mean, I didn't skate. I just stood on the side.
Did they bring skates too?
Yeah, skates.
Wow.
Benches, lights, music.
That's a whole thing to
It was
bring.
a
It's like a
whole
circus.
thing. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Took them about an hour to set it up. Yeah, it's very cool.
That is pretty wild.
So yeah, if you want a skating party, but you can't find a skating rink anywhere in the Lake Norman area, you can reach out to them and they'll bring it to you. It's
That's
very
pretty
cool.
Do you hunt for Zara's in North Carolina or Lake Norman area anywhere?
Hunt for Zara's?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know Zara?
I know Zara. So Zara's a clothing company.
Is it high? Like what's the style of clothes?
It's not like it's like a Nordstrom kind of style of clothes. I don't know how it's Belk.
But Nordstrom isn't like super cheap clothes by any stretch of the
so
imagination.
like it's not a Target or something like
Okay.
that. So, but it's just clothing. It's not a department store, so it's not going to have other things like a Belk or a Kohl's would.
Okay. Nordstrom's. Okay, kind of comparing that. Zara's coming to South Park right now.
Yes,
Does this
people
get
are
you excited?
very excited about this.
Are they?
Yes, yes. My my timeline was blowing up with people excited about Zara coming. So
How big is the store? Like is it Belk size big?
like an H&M size store.
Okay,
You know
mid-grade?
H&M?
I've seen. I can picture the sign in my head. I
Mhm.
can't say personally I've shopped at H&M.
Yeah, so it's like an H&M, I think, but higher quality stuff. So H&M's kind of on the cheaper side for sure.
Zara's a big enough brand to take you from exit 28 to South Park?
No.
Still not there.
No, I'm
okay.
I'm making an order online like I've been doing my whole life, so I'm just going to continue to do it that way. If I want something from Zara specifically.
If you do clothing, you probably go to Nina's, I would imagine.
I go to Nina's a good bit.
Yeah.
And then pepper it in with some like
pepper.
Old Navy or J.
Okay.
Crew or something like that. One of those brands.
Oh.
Those are my two
Little
favorites.
crossover.
Yeah.
I saw this post or the tweet from Joe Bruno saying Zara's officially open in South Park.
Yeah.
This is 2026 though.
Oh well.
So we need some time on
We got
this.
a lot to look forward to.
We got to settle. We got what? Wawa's, we got Buc-ee's, we got Wegmans, we got Zara's, we got
Super Tall in Oklahoma City.
Super Tall in Oklahoma City. Possibly getting another Trader Joe's in Lake Norman. I don't know. I'm starting that
You're
rumor
starting the
because I
rumor
want
now?
that really bad. I want.
We got the
Trader
Lidl.
Joe's
Is
up
Lidl
here.
still coming to?
Yeah, they
Cornelius?
are. I'm not. Look,
You're
and,
not
and
excited about that one?
I would never say this to the owners of Lidl's. To the owners of Lidl.
Probably one of your
welcome them.
grandmas probably had an opportunity to date one of them at some time.
Likely. And I welcome them to the community. I'm just saying Trader Joe's would have been cool too because we
Yeah.
have multiple Aldi up here. Like, is there going to be a significant difference between Aldi and Lidl?
I've heard that Lidl is. I've never been to a Lidl before. but
I have.
Lidl's comes off as a little.
It's
Is it a higher end Aldi?
It's a little higher end.
It's just. I don't know if it's just like a newer thing.
Trendy?
If it just looked newer, right? The building itself.
The
Aldi
yellow
seems-
color?
Yeah, it's a
of
little
the
bit
logo?
brighter.
Do you
a
have to
little
bag
bit
your own
more
groceries there?
Swedish. Yeah.
It is part of the same
Yeah. Yeah.
European family, I guess we'll say.
But
Is
are you paying
bricks?
a quarter for the cart?
I don't think so at
Okay.
Lidl.
Okay.
I guess maybe I'm excited because, like, okay, so something like Trader Joe's, you expect the packaging to look different. That's really all that matters,
Mhm.
right? Is that the same thing for Lidl? We're just excited because
I don't love a
the
Trader Joe's.
packaging.
I'm
You
not-
don't love Trader Joe's?
I mean, it's fine. but
Too expensive?
I just don't take a special trip there. I don't see what's special about it. Yeah, it's too expensive. You're gonna have to go to another store anyway. I can't
But
do-
what's special about Aldi?
Well, I can do all of my shopping for the week at Aldi. I can't
For
do
a
that
great
at Trader
affordable
Joe's.
price.
It's the pricing at Aldi
Yeah,
that gets you
yeah,
excited,
$60
right?
this week for three of us. Yeah, it's not bad.
So Lidl, the more expensive Aldi.
I think it is. I think it's just a little bit nicer experience, I guess. If you don't have to do the quarter, if they give you bags, then you're like, oh, I get Aldi prices, but I don't have to bag.
Well,
my-
if they're giving you a cart and bags, they ain't giving you Aldi prices. Let's be clear about that because that's where they're saving their
Don't
money.
sleep
at.
on Lidl.
I'm not sleeping on Lidl.
I'll give
I'm
it a
just
try.
There's gonna
saying.
be one man working in the store. You know
Handling
how
the whole
Swedish
thing,
people do.
efficient?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
I feel like that's the same
one
thing.
row in, one row
Yeah.
out. Come in, right through the scale. We'll
100%
scan you on the
energy
way
and
out.
efficient
We've
building.
already- You've already paid.
Yeah. We zapped your eyelid and you
They
got
use
it.
the AI. Yeah. You look like you have enough money to shop here.
You'll get the bill in the mail. Don't you worry. Pay by mail.
It's gonna
is
be
more.
like the toll lane.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly. It's
good.
gonna find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, I'm not hating on Lidl. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hating on Lidl. I'm just saying I think that it's
Where's the Lidl going? Right up here.
right here, Alexander
here.
Farms, Westmoreland.
like it. You'll go
Westmoreland,
to that one.
Catawba.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's closest.
Closer.
You'll go to that one.
You're gonna find me walking down the street with the cart. They're gonna implement the quarter policy after I get
But you're
there
like, I
because I'm gonna be walking that
just
cart
close.
home. I'm trying to get out. We're trying to make walkability, right? We need a walkable city. Let me show you how we walk in Corntown. I'm
Yeah.
taking my cart home with me.
Yeah.
That's how that
Yeah.
goes. I can always buy my own. Probably find my own cart somewhere.
You probably could.
Can you BYOC at groceries? Do they frown on that?
Never bring your own cart to Lidl.
Sure, yeah, we can do that. There's rules for. Okay, we did Moon Pie RC Cola. Obviously, rules on that. There's rules for making a tomato sandwich.
Yes. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
There are rules for that.
There are rules. Yeah.
Isn't it just mater and mayo? Mayo mater?
You got to make sure you have the right combination.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it okay? We'll break it down.
I'm gonna TM it.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a look at traffic at 8:15 from Jeff. We're gonna talk with Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Mat Show. Also, Micaiah's tonight in Mooresville, 7:30. Come out, play some trivia.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
years to apply for permanent residency.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. This order does not apply to those who came here in the recent record surge of illegal immigration. A law in Iowa set to take effect next month, aiming to deport some of them, has been blocked by a federal judge.
Challenged by the Department of Justice and civil rights groups that said it violated the federal government's sole authority over immigration. The so-called illegal reentry law is similar to an earlier Texas law, which was also blocked and would make it a state crime to enter Iowa after being deported from or denied entry to the U.S.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers, Russia's president, will be in North Korea today and tomorrow, thanking them for their help in Ukraine. The U.S. says North Korea has provided weapons and ammo. It's a good week to have air conditioning.
Record-breaking temperatures along with humidity, and we have heat advisories, heat warnings, from the Great Lakes all the way towards the Northeast.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dina could hit 95 degrees today in Pittsburgh and then get close to 100 in the coming days from D.C. to Maine. They're celebrating an NBA championship in Boston.
It's been a long time coming, and damn, it was worth it.
Jason Tatum scored 31 points, leading the Celtics to a win in Game 5 of the Finals, beating the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 on ABC. His teammate Jaylen Brown was named MVP.
I've been grateful for every moment, every opportunity. I never hung my head.
It is the Boston Celtics' 18th championship. That's an NBA record. America's listening to Fox News.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Well, the day before issuing the immigration executive order, President Biden met with NATO's leader at the White House, saying they've deterred Russian aggression.
And we strengthened NATO's eastern flank, making it clear that we'll defend every single inch of NATO territory.
And the president touted the NATO allies have been spending more on their defense.
Before Russia sent tanks and troops across the border with Ukraine, just 6 of NATO's 32 members were spending at least 2% of GDP on defense, the target figure for the alliance. Now a record 23 allies are on track to meet that pledge.
Allies are buying more and more equipment from the U.S., so NATO is good for U.S. security, but NATO is also good for U.S. jobs.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg speaking alongside President Biden in the Oval Office. Stoltenberg is meeting with U.S. leaders ahead of the NATO summit next month in Washington. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A lot of marijuana convictions have gone to pot in Maryland.
Nearly 2 years after the state legalized the use of recreational marijuana, Maryland's Governor Wes Moore signs an executive order pardoning more than 175,000 convictions on low-level charges related to cannabis use.
This is about changing how both government and society view those who have been walled off from opportunity because of broken and uneven policies.
Stressing this aims to heal social and economic disparities for communities of color. Estimated to impact about 100,000 people, the majority for misdemeanor offenses like possession. While the pardons won't lead to anyone getting out of jail or remove convictions from records, those pardoned can apply to a state court to have their records expunged. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
We'll get a key report on the economy this hour, measuring our shopping retail sales for May. Ahead of that, on Wall Street, stock futures are mixed the morning after the Nasdaq's 6th straight record close. Anthony, this is Fox News.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s. Near 90, we'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight. The upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter. Low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Happy Tuesday to you. If you're just hitting the streets, we're going to get a look at them with Jeff at 8:15. RideICats.com, alternative transportation. Today's Tuesday. You need to make your appointment for the VA. You want to do it on Tuesday because it's only $1 from your front door to get to the VA and $1 to get back to your front door in Iredell County, microtransit style. Tomato sandwiches. You might take that with you on the road when you're going to the VA in Salisbury. Is there a proper way to make a tomato sandwich?
So it's a Southern thing. I don't know if you've ever seen the website, social media. They do some really fun Southern. So definitely this is the official rules for making a tomato sandwich, and you cannot mess it up. So you've had the RC Cola and the moon pie, and now I'm going to teach you about tomato sandwiches, so you'll be a real Southerner by the end of this day. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to have another moon pie, actually.
Go for it. All right. So you have to use like big tomatoes. That's first off. You can't use the little tiny ones or the ones that grow in like.
I can't use cherry tomatoes?
No, you can't use a cherry tomato, and you can't use a fancy shape like a pear. A pear-shaped tomato. It has to be the big hothouse tomato. That's what it's got to be. So that's
hothouse? Is that the name officially?
That's what
at
I
the
call
grocery
them.
store?
I don't know what they're really called, but that's what I call them. Beefsteak.
I call them plumpers.
The big ones, though. You got to use the big one.
Beefsteak.
Yes. And then you have to decide: are you going to peel or not peel your tomato on your sandwich? This is a preference. Yeah. So you decide.
I don't think I've ever had one.
I was going to say
peeled.
You can peel tomatoes?
Oh, no, Bill Russell says he peels his. You just have to decide which way you're going. I would not peel mine, but some people don't like the hard edge on the outside.
Is this? Do I lock into this? Is this like a forever decision?
This is you
get one shot of
one shot. Yeah, I'll let you try it either way and see which one you prefer.
Gryffindor.
Okay, and then you have to use white bread. You have to. You can't do fancy bread. You can't do sourdough. You
This
can't.
is definitely a thing from the South.
Yeah, it has to just be plain old white bread. It can't be anything different than that, and it has to be the cheap one too. It can't be expensive white bread. It's got to be
Wonder Bread?
It's got to be the Food Lion brand.
I like how it says you'll embarrass yourself by trotting out fancy bread.
That's right, right. Don't embarrass me either.
There is a different flavor profile though. I mean, genuinely, like wheat bread compared to white bread.
It's gonna taste different. Yeah. So to have like a classic tomato sandwich,
multigrain.
Yeah, it's got to be just white bread.
Jersey Mike sounds good today. Anyway, sorry, we'll come back to that.
And then mayonnaise is what you put on it.
Now, is there any debate on this of the type of mayo?
You cannot use Miracle Whip.
That's the only rule.
That's the only rule. It has to be mayonnaise. I mean, I would say it had to be Duke's.
Right.
I think it's a Southern thing, didn't mention Duke's, but I think by the way they say not Miracle Whip, it's going to have to be Duke's.
Correct. I think it falls into your household,
your household preference. But yeah, Miracle Whip is a definite no.
Is Duke's.
So Southern thing is trying to stay out of the Duke's Hellman's battle. Is that what we think
It could
happened
be,
here?
yeah. It says here you should go with Duke's, but Blue Plate or Hellman's are acceptable.
Okay.
Also, Berman's acceptable. That's the Aldi brand. If you don't know.
I was like Berman.
Berman's.
Sounds delicious. I ain't never heard of the guy.
Sounds fancy.
It's the Aldi brand. That's okay because it's also Duke's. So you cannot toast the bread either. It's got to be soggy, soft white bread.
I don't mind that as long as it's fresh made. I don't want some sandwich put in a baggie 3 hours later. The tomato is really what I'm looking at instead of the slice of bread.
No, that makes it better.
Oh, really? You're
Soggy tomato sandwich?
Yeah?
Yes.
That's the best?
Yes, that's the best.
I love me a good piece of toasted bread, especially BLT. This does mention that's for BLTs.
Yeah, you can't toast it, though. You can't toast it.
I
And then
do
you
like
have to add salt and pepper. So
I have heard that. The salt and pepper you do have to definitely add.
yeah, you have to add the salt and pepper.
You ever just salt a tomato and eat it?
People do that. Yeah.
No, not just. I do like just a slice of like a fresh tomato, just a slice of tomato with my breakfast. I like that.
Yeah, what do they call it? It's the fancy where you have the tomato, you slice up some mozz, you pour some balsamic.
Caprese salad.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite salad.
We just do the tomato and then sprinkle a little salt in there. Here's your caprese. Enjoy it.
Caprese.
Yeah, enjoy that.
And that's it. Those are the rules. So now you can be an official Southerner.
Well, there's
you
actually
make
one
your
more
sandwich that
rule.
way.
Don't
Okay.
overthink it.
Oh, don't overthink it. That is true.
Don't make it too complicated. Can't
Yeah.
be.
So my dad would make them in a big Tupperware, like you would make a cake in, but it would just be individual sandwich, and then he would leave it in the fridge overnight. That's a soggy tomato
This
sandwich
is a
right there.
routine right here on the
This is the whole
sandwiches.
thing. This is the whole thing.
I always debate on how many slices you can actually get out of a mater. You know what I mean? Because you go to slice them like that.
You got to
I
slice
don't-
them thin. You
do
don't.
you-
I like them thin. I like
I like
2
thin
or
cut.
3 thin slices. Yeah, instead of one big thick one.
You a thick cut on the mater, Bill?
I think I'm like
Mid size?
I want to say like a 1/4 inch guy,
Okay.
but I don't mind the thick one.
Oh, the last rule is the beauty of the tomato sandwich lies in its inherent messiness.
I'm gonna throw a twist in this. What I would want to try.
Don't put any cheese on there.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Okay.
What if you slightly grilled the maters before you put them on?
Grilled tomato?
Hey now.
Is it gonna be as juicy?
Different. The moisture will begin, outwardly expelling, but it'll have a little crisp to it. Maybe if I can't toast the bread, can I toast the mater?
I don't know if I've ever actually grilled tomatoes.
Oh, no, you can grill a tomato.
I've grilled like peppers, so I'm getting like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That,
It's
like,
like that style.
blistery outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to put a little twist on it.
Have you ever grilled watermelon? That's pretty good too. You can do that. You can do that.
Is that even possible?
Yeah. It makes it like
What in the wild world of carnivals are you talking
Do you
about?
skin it first, or
Yeah. You cut it into like
always good skinning a watermelon?
slices and you grill it a little bit. It's good.
I've
Makes
not
it
done
even
that.
sweeter. Same with pineapple. You grilled a pineapple, same kind of thing.
Okay.
I've grilled
Makes
pineapple.
it a little bit sweeter.
Do you leave the leftover, ground chuck that was stuck on the grill previous to,
No,
or do
clean
you?
that off.
Okay, you're supposed
Put
to
it
get
on the
that
top rack.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give it a
Where you
little
put the
bit-
corn,
A
yeah.
little slow burn on.
Yeah.
It. Okay. I'll think about that one.
All right, so
A tomato sandwich. I don't mind a tomato sandwich. Is there protein in that though? There's not much protein in that.
no, it's just to be good.
You get your vegetable or your fruit. It's fruit, not vegetable. I always forget that tomatoes are fruit.
Yeah, it's a good source of.
The mayo really is what adds it in too. I think
It's
to
like
get
a
it there.
refreshing. It's kind of lighter.
Summer sandwich.
Lighter yet
Yes.
filling.
Like
Yeah.
a cucumber. Is it you compliment it with a cucumber sandwich too?
I like
Mm.
my cucumbers in a roll up. That's how I do it.
A roll
Okay.
up?
Yeah.
Like a fruit roll up?
No, not like a fruit roll up. Just like a little burrito. Cucumbers and
What else do you put in there? Tzatziki?
you could. Let's see. Let's see. This is my mom made this famous. It might even just be like a little bit of tuna and mayonnaise.
With cucumber. Oh, that'd be good. And a little tortilla.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
It's not bad.
The South, right, is obviously alive and well here. There's a lot of Southern folks here around the area.
What are you about to say, boy?
Is there more Southern? Are there Southern people too in like Greensboro and like other parts of North Carolina?
Yes,
are they
sir.
all still part of the?
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
they're still
Yes,
part
sir.
of it.
They're
Okay.
still definitely in the South.
Because there might be some people eating some, factory workers eating some sandwiches in Greensboro. They got a new supersonic factory. Did you see this? Governor was there yesterday. There's a new supersonic factory, Boom Supersonic. They selected Greensboro for their first supersonic airline manufacturing facility.
Wow.
And
that's huge.
yesterday, yeah, this is huge. This is for Greensboro. And, Greensboro is needing some love. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. 2,400 jobs.
Wow.
2,400 jobs. North Carolina first in flight. This was the quote from the governor. Leading the way in supersonic aviation. The opening of the new Boom Supersonic Overture Super Factory was yesterday.
Wow, that's big.
That
They
is
got,
big.
what do they got? They got. They have PTI at the airport over there. I think they got like Honda.
Is Toyota over there too? But Toyota's closed. Toyota closed.
I think Honda makes their jets over there. Something crazy.
I'm all for making some airplanes here in North Carolina. I got
Triad's
no
beautiful,
problem with that.
yeah.
There's a lot going on. Across the whole state, you can find pretty much any business community you're looking for in many different types of sectors and great employees.
Tomato sandwiches.
Yeah.
Thin sliced and peeled. Peeled
And
tomatoes. You ain't never seen no peeled tomato before, be honest.
I ain't never seen it.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s. Near 90, we'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight, with upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter. Low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like iCats Public Transit.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Lab, get your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night with a Kids in America concert. This totally 80s tribute band will get you up and dancing. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. We will see you and your chairs Thursday, June 20th at Langtree, Lake Norman. Friday night at RevFast in Mooresville is the monthly Hot Rods and Hops car show. Cool cars, motorcycles, and trucks will be on display. LKN Mobile Eats and Hot Town Brewing will be on hand with smash burgers and cold brews. Join us Friday after 5 p.m. at the Late Apex Storage Condos in Mooresville for Hot Rods and Hops. Birkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The Ryan Bumgarner solo musical performance begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Birkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Ryan Bumgarner concert Friday night. The annual Symphony in the Park is back this Saturday in Cornelius. Bailey Road Park welcomes the Charlotte Symphony and fireworks. Bring your chairs and blankets to enjoy this free, family-friendly show. The Symphony in the Park program and fireworks celebration begins at 6 p.m. Saturday at Bailey Road Park in Cornelius. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 3 of summer camps begins Monday, June 24th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 17 include art, ceramics, paint, and clay. For more information on summer camp programs, visit kanearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is racing ahead at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series night number 4 is on Tuesday, June 25th. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Tuesday to you. If you're just hitting the streets, well, let's find out if you should just turn around and possibly go home because of traffic. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. You cruise in the HOV lane with Jeff, micro transit style. Jeff, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. There's several slowdowns to report. 77 southbound at Samford Road, down through Gilead Road in Huntersville. Very heavy congestion, stop and go traffic there. Also, 77 southbound at LaSalle Street and 77, traffic's backed up there. 77 northbound from about Gilead Road in Huntersville, heavy congestion in that area. There's no accidents to report at this time, and secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville seem to be looking good this morning.
Excellent, Jeff. I have a question for you. Have you ever peeled a tomato? I don't know if I've ever peeled one in my life, Jeff.
I do. I can tomatoes, and so when I can them, I peel them. But really, you put them in hot water and then put them in cold water, and they really peel right off.
Just like a hard-boiled egg.
But easier. Last year, I canned like 52 quarts of tomatoes. But over here, tomatoes are wonderful. I love a tomato sandwich, but as I was telling Bill, I've learned you got to put Duke mayonnaise on it to make it the best.
Oh, Dukes, you're going pulling the gloves off, Jeff. I like it. All right, RideICats.com. We appreciate you, Jeff. Dukes, and you treat the tomato like a hard-boiled egg, but easier.
Easier, yeah.
All right, I like it. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. You guys have a great day.
You too, sir. RideICats.com. Peel your tomatoes while you cruise in the HOV lane with Jeff. $3, and the tomatoes are free.
They are.
Yeah, why not? Free tomatoes with Ride.
Yeah, I miss.
I mean, 46 quarts. You know, he's having. I mean, that's like labor happening on these buses.
Yeah.
You actually have to work a little bit to make it down to
That's what I
Charlotte.
miss about my dad being the pastor in town, is that people would just bring us vegetables all summer. Nobody brings me vegetables anymore.
Summer veggies out of the garden.
Yeah, nobody's doing that anymore.
Do you guys have a
Jeff
garden?
is saying, I will literally pull off this toll lane and sit in this traffic if we don't start canning these maters.
Let's step it up, people. Let's,
Production's down.
Season is upon us. God.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. I'm not going to say
Safely.
that. But yeah, of course. Yeah. Seatbelts on.
Right.
You'll be on time.
Right.
Panther Stadium improvements vote and the practice facility. All right, so last night, City of Charlotte Council meeting, I believe, based on my research, which is utilizing Joe Bruno, all but one city council member did arrive last night at the city council meeting. And two things in particular that they were talking about. There was the actual improvements, and then there is the practice facility. So Panthers got two things cooking for them right now. TEP doing work out there. We'll start with the practice facility, approved. As far as I can tell,
approved.
We're approved. Charlotte City Council unanimously voted to approve the Panthers Fieldhouse and practice facility project. There are a couple of changes, though. There will be a public art feature. There will be a 17-foot pedestrian path to accommodate Uptown Cycle Link project. Obviously, that's something. The South Cedar Street sidewalk will be realigned and restriped.
Okay.
South Cedar. All right, that's literally a block away.
That's the side road, right? Cedar is the side road, I believe, along the practice field. If I remember Charlotte correctly,
right,
that is Cedar Street.
Yeah, there's a little Cedar Street Tavern. Yeah, cool.
So practice field approved. This is positive, given that Panthers have already announced that training camp will not be at Wofford. Fan Day will be here in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And so this is now the facility I doubt is done by August unless they're just unless they're moving dirt today.
Yeah, I was
Good
looking
day
for a
for it.
year that they said that this would be finished.
By time? I mean, not that they couldn't mobilize. 2020 added to the 2026 tally. Then that's what we're on. So this plus what was Zara's 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Wegmans will be here first.
Order 66.
And the other side of the coin for Tepper Entertainment, the public hearing is over. So it was the public hearing for the Bank of America Stadium improvements. This is where you can come in as the public, let your opinion be known, and shout things from the diaphragm, something like that.
The dais.
I think that instead of a stadium improvement, we should focus on worms and riding them. 'Cause that's what they do in Dune.
Riding,
Oh,
riding
worms?
or writing?
Riding.
Riding worms.
Worms.
Worms. Tepper, I know you're with me. Worm Rider.
Living the Dune life. I could get on riding worms if we had worms big enough to ride. I don't want to put a pin on that one. Let's come back to that one at some point.
2026.
Yeah, 2026. We'll probably have them by then.
Big worm.
So overall, the stadium improvements, significant portion of it comes from the hospitality tax. Basically, this tax that says, hey, when you stay at a hotel, do other things in the city, money goes into a pot. Bank of America Stadium is one of the facilities that will utilize that pot.
Mm-hmm.
We okay with that? Care? Doesn't affect our life? Bill affects yours probably most because you actually live in Charlotte.
This is just for the city of Charlotte. This isn't all of Mecklenburg County.
Charlotte ain't got no jurisdiction on me. I mean, they do, but they don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the chance that this will actually go through.
This will happen.
All 100%?
100% this will happen.
You think it'll be delayed, or you think it's just going to happen right on time?
I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
Charlotte needs a boot. We are at that point, right? We've gone from a top 25 market, arguably, to a top 10 market in a very short amount of time. That kind of transition is not normally done in literally a 3 to 4 year time frame. That's a multi-decade transition, if you would, that was compressed to a very short timeline. We are at the point that our population is growing so much. Major employers are looking at the area, but we need labor. We need other supported economies of each other, if you would, because you think about for every person that comes here, call it every 30 people, there's probably a new restaurant popping up. And those restaurants have to be supported both from a labor and customer perspective. And this leads toward hospitality, tourism. When we get to these top, if you think about a place like New York City, you think about a place like LA, you think about a place like Boston, there's a lot of tourism of people coming in transiently, whether for a short time of living or just visiting for a weekend. We have to have more things that support that. This is one of those things that economically over multi-decade, because again, this is a 20, 30-year investment is really what this is. These are the kind of things that only move the needle.
Do you think Charlotte's going to be on the same level as Atlanta in the next 20 years?
Personally, this is my take. I think Charlotte's better than Atlanta.
Oh, I do too. I do too, but I'm saying size-wise, like size and infrastructure.
We don't have the square miles though that Atlanta. Like they're really out, and I'm not saying we're not. We're starting to. Within the past few years of seeing skyscrapers go outside 277, that was the signal for me. I was like, okay, we have breached 277 now with skyscrapers. Sky's the limit. We're gonna see it all. That's why I'm pro super tall in the middle of Lake Norman. I mean, it's bound to happen eventually.
Oh, middle of Lake Norman, definitely, yeah.
I mean, why
Just
does
not
Oklahoma
downtown.
City get a super tall, but we don't?
I'll be surprised if that one goes all the way through.
Looks like we've got a traffic update. RideICats.com. Bill, what you got?
Jeff, working overtime for us this morning. Appreciate you, Jeff. Accident 77 southbound. That's the Gilead Road exit.
Ouch.
There is a pretty bad accident there. The accident is on the right side of the road.
It's at Gilead?
Yes.
23?
77 southbound, yes.
At Gilead?
At Gilead, yes.
Oh, that is going to cause some trouble if you were going
That's
southbound
already a
through the
tight
lake.
spot right there, heading
bottleneck.
south. Yeah, it already bottlenecked.
Go home. Just turn around.
Yeah, get off on 25 and go right back home.
Or just sit and hang out with us.
Or just listen to us.
Yeah.
Well, if you download the WSIC News app, you can take us wherever you want.
Right,
That's
so
the best part
you
about
could
it.
go home.
You could go home, and you could prepare yourself for 9 o'clock when you'd be listening to the Home Ad Show, which airs Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, hosted by Patrick Reynolds. We're going to talk to him next segment. If you're buying, selling, or celebrating, 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. You can also email homead@wsicnews.com. There are people that email, part of bag of mail is what we call it. And you can actually mail letters as well. That's also a thing to do. So, yeah, definitely a great tool.
You download the app, you can talk to hosts
All day.
pretty personally.
Yeah, we have drop a line feature in the app. Yeah, for sure. That we'll be pumping and pushing more.
If you have a
and let
question that just pops to you, drop a line,
Drop us a
download
line.
the app, drop a line, and
For example, today at 11 o'clock, I Heart Mooresville, hosted by Christine Patterson and Don Smile of the town of Mooresville. If you had a question, let's say, for Mooresville, and you didn't know how to get in touch with them, well, you can just drop a line in the app, and we'll pass along directly to the host and make sure that you're connected in every which way and can ask them any question you want.
They had a fun show last week all about Normie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Did
It
they
was a
find
great one.
Normie?
So there's an event going on in downtown Mooresville to find Normie. It's a fun game with Fred and June's and a couple other local vendors there that are
Through the whole month of June,
The
I
whole
believe,
month
right?
of June, yeah. So you can go up and down downtown Mooresville, find Normie and these businesses in downtown Mooresville. It's a really fun game to play with kids, especially.
You know what else?
I'll go play by myself though. It's
Definitely
fun.
a fun game. You know what else is a fun game? Come up with all the Hunt Brothers pizza combos you can with all the unlimited toppings you get on every pizza.
That's a pretty sweet thing. Yeah. Are you a fan of Hunt Brothers?
I'm
Is it just the toppings that you like?
I like the fact that you can get unlimited toppings, but I thought it was interesting. Joey Logano, Hunt Brothers Pizza, is going to be decking out the old Penske car here for New Hampshire. What do you think, Bill?
that car's looking sharp.
You got a little bit of Hunt Brothers action.
Yeah, double deuce, just produce. I like it.
Why is this so like Penske is okay with Hunt Brothers being on a car? Because I thought like it was just Penske car. You know what I mean? I was confused on that. How does that work?
Hunt Brothers probably shelled out a significant amount of dollars to make Penske change their mind.
They're gonna start charging for those toppings now.
Yeah, now it's not unlimited toppings.
It's not. No.
Limited, unlimited.
Yeah. You get one.
Yeah, profits over people.
Pineapple. It's the only one you get for free.
What's up with Xavier? Like he doesn't like what Madden did to him as far as Madden 2025. I don't think he liked it very much. Did you see it? He came out not saying he didn't like it too much.
Yeah, I'll have to pull up a picture of him. It doesn't look too. I mean, it's a video game.
Yeah, he's not a fan of it though.
LKN coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s. Near 90, we'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight, with upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter. Low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Is your AC ready for the summer? Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is in the Lake Norman area to make sure Mother Nature is no match for your system. Experience the feeling of awe. HornHVAC.com. Schedule your maintenance today.
The school year may have ended, but WSIC's Teacher of the Month contest is still in session. Head to WSICnews.com to vote for your favorite teacher. Winners receive prizes from Nina's Boutique and Brighter Smiles.
Coming into the spring months, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville, we have got you covered for any vehicle need, whether it's a new F-150, a brand new Lincoln Nautilus or Navigator, or maybe a budget vehicle like a good pre-owned vehicle. Let me make this even more special for you. 2023 Ford Escape starting at $21,995. These are SEs, all-wheel drives. You pick the color. The deals are here. Randy Marion Ford Lincoln right here in Statesville, I-77, exit 49B.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Best Buy is gearing up for one of the biggest product launches of the year, artificial intelligence computers. The retailer is training tens of thousands of its employees to sell and repair Microsoft's Copilot Plus PCs, the firm's new AI Windows laptops that go on sale starting today. The U.S. labor market is at an inflection point where any more softness in demand will hit jobs, not just job openings. That assessment comes from Goldman Sachs, whose economists are sticking with their projections of 2 interest rate cuts by the Fed this year. They say the current strength of labor demand is unclear. On the one hand, the payroll numbers are healthy, but jobless claims are on the rise. Goldman economists say most of the recent slowdown in economic growth is likely here to stay. But stocks hit new highs again yesterday. The S&P 500 hit its 30th record of the year. The Nasdaq also had a new high, and the Dow had a positive session. Futures are mixed this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:33. Happy Tuesday to you. If you're not doing anything tonight, you should be going to Micaiah's at 7:30 for more trivia. WSIC will be there. Mamie and Patrick Reynolds will be there hosting trivia tonight. Micaiah's Bar in Mooresville. That's exit 33 off Williamson, right there in the Mount Morin Shopping Center. Tonight, 7:30. Come out to Micaiah's. Enjoy a fun night of trivia, and it'll be a great time.
First prize is 4 tickets to the Monster Truck Bash.
Which is a great show, by the way.
Great show. Good time.
If you've never been to a Monster Truck Bash,
you got to go.
Here's your chance. Micaiah's Bar tonight, 7:30. First place. 4 tickets to the Monster Truck Bash. We went to Brooklyn South yesterday. We were chatting with Lucy. They look. This is the thing that we're dealing with here in lunch. If you're working hard and you need to find a good place to have a good lunch for an affordable price, I'm saying Brooklyn South might be, definitely is top of class here.
Yes.
$6, you get 2 slices of za
and a drink
with free refills.
Yeah, and it was fresh, hot pizza. It's not been sitting in a warmer for 2 or 3 hours, like at the QT sometimes. Love you, QT, but
and that's the thing about, again, if you're working, you're on the road, you're doing things, and you want to find a good gas station food is really a competition right now for a lot of places because of the price. The prices have gotten ridiculous. The quantity, the portion size has gotten. I put down 2 slices and a drink. I was feeling good after that. I was right.
I couldn't even finish mine. I got full too fast.
I had to finish yours for you.
Thank
and
you.
That's Bill, you also had the 2 slices and the drink. Your thoughts on the lunch special at Brooklyn South and Corntown?
Big fan. I thought it filled me up adequately. Like I said, the $6 at lunch is, I can't even go to Harris Theater the grocery store and get.
No, you can plug your preference. It's okay.
And get $6 meal. So I love it.
Yeah, there's not many places you can get a $6 meal.
I'm there all the time.
Yeah. Where you can also sit down, right? You're not going through a drive-through.
It's not fast food.
No. But we could sit down, hang out, talk, enjoy our lunch, and
It's a quality product. It's quality food that you're going to consume for lunch, which is good from a pizza perspective.
and
New
we
York
got
style
to
slices.
see
too.
Lucy, which is always fun.
great.
To
She's great.
Chat with her. She's
And you
great.
can do it's cheese, 2 cheese slices
Two
and a
cheese
drink.
slices. Yeah, that's the $6. But toppings,
Like 30, 40 cents each,
35
something like
cents.
that. Yeah.
35 cents each. So, yeah, it's not going to break the bank for sure.
No. VIP 1 contest also going on because this weekend we talked about Peninsula Club will not have fireworks on the 4th.
Right.
Everyone's reconvening their plans. Well, this weekend Symphony in the Park is happening in Cornelius at Bailey Road Park. That'll be Saturday night. And we will be emceeing that event. We're going to have Mike Wolf of Cornelius Parks and Rec here on Thursday, I believe, to chat about the event. Again, Symphony in the Park, huge event, arguably the largest event each year in Cornelius, if I think about it.
Yeah, almost 10,000 people there
For a
last
single
year.
day, for a single event.
For one
about
event,
10,000 people. We're doing the VIP 1 contest right now on the LKN Memes and WSIC News Instagram pages. What do people win if they win that contest?
You win VIP 1 parking for Symphony in the Park. Reserve seating for
10,000 people, you get to choose, you have the best parking?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, you're not going to be walking a mile down to Huff High School to park your car.
There you go.
Yeah, that's worth it. Reserve seating for 4, wherever you want to sit, close to the men's shell, close to the kids' activities, close to the beer tents.
So you're
food
not going to
trucks.
tell me where to sit. You're going to let me choose based on my preference where I want to sit if I win the contest.
That's right. And we'll have it set up for you ahead of time, too. So we'll let you know that you won. And then we'll say, hey, where do you want to be? Do you want to be near the front? You want to be in the back? You want to be, wherever you feel like we'll set up that spot for you. Light bites and desserts from Patisserie Cafe in Mooresville, which is fantastic.
So catered.
Yes. Yep. Little snack action
Little snack
there.
action.
And Lake Norman fleece sweatshirt blanket from LKN Local. Great blanket. If you don't have one of these, it's one of my favorites.
So do I have to buy anything to enter this contest or what do I have to do?
All you have to do is tag a friend. 1 tag equals 1 entry. There's no limit to the number of entries. You can tag 100 friends if you want to. Follow WSIC News on Instagram and share the post on there to your story. That's it. Those are the rules. Very easy to enter, easy to win. There'll be one winner that we will randomly draw, and then Mike Wolf from Cornelius Parks and Recs will announce our winner on Thursday. So tomorrow is your last day to enter. So get those entries in. The contest ends tomorrow at midnight.
The VIP 1 contest going on right now on the WSIC News and LKM Memes Instagram page for Symphony in the Park this weekend, happening at Bailey Road Park. Over 10,000 in attendance last year. The VIP 1 contest, if you win, you get VIP 1 parking, which for 10,000 people alone, that's already worth it just to tag somebody.
If you've ever been to
share,
Symphony in the Park, you know the parking is a premium. We parked at the Circle K last time.
Dang.
That's a walk. That is a walk.
That's a hike. That hill up Bailey Road there?
That is it. Especially when you
Jeez.
got your chairs in your arms and your snacks and everything, and you don't have to have any of that with you.
And you get VIP seating, aka you choose where you want to sit. And here's the other thing. Rocky Lynn is going to be jamming.
He is going to be there.
And Rocky's going to be here on the show on Friday. So he'll be jamming out as part of Symphony in the Park, celebrating a lot of great things. Country, freedom,
and
family.
one of the best fireworks shows in the area.
Again, back to 4th of July. Peninsula Club not having theirs. Well, in Corntown here, you got your chance at Symphony in the Park a little earlier than 4th of July. And then Patisserie Cafe, you get a little snack action. And LKN Local, you get comfy, soft blankie to sit on, too, if you want the... Demi loves to sit on the ground rather than the chair. She definitely approves. And there's a lot of people that like that, too.
Yeah.
So you got a great opportunity.
Lay back, look at the stars, look at the fireworks.
VIP 1 contest ends tomorrow, so get entered in to win today. Xavier Leggett put out on his Instagram, he is not a fan of what Madden, he said, did me wrong, did me bad. I can imagine him saying it the way he says it. I love
the
his
way
voice.
he talks.
And so, what do you think, Bill? You think it matches him, just a video game status? What do you think?
Today was day 2. I felt like I had a pretty smooth great day 2. But the first day I didn't like how it came out. But throughout the practice, I felt
Just
like
want
it
to
got
listen to
better
him
for
for a
me.
little bit.
You are a self-critical guy.
I don't mind. You can keep going. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, he can just talk the whole show. I just sit back and listen. I love to hear him talk.
I have a kind of a side-by-side, and I understand. I feel like it's not far off.
For video game status.
For a video game.
It is video game status.
Right. So
You're only zoomed in on the face like in the touchdown dance, pregame. And most of the time you're clicking A through that, right? You're really just...
Oh, not me. I'm celebrating.
Oh, you're going to let them do their dance?
I'm going to let them do the dance.
It's been a while since I played Madden. I assume you can like push some buttons to do a particular type of dance. I would imagine celebration, touchdown celebration.
I think that's how the game is now. I haven't played a video game like that
in a
so
while.
long.
Last game I played was probably like.
The thing I think that I'm gonna have to show the most is consistency. I feel like just being that same guy every day is what's gonna make them boys think like, oh yeah, we need this guy.
We've enjoyed watching you play in the SEC.
We have enjoyed,
we need this guy.
We love this guy.
It's just the folk did me bad is what I thought was.
Yeah.
That made me
I could
smile.
hear him saying
I could hear
it
him
when I
say
read
it.
it.
Yeah. I was like, I wish he would have done a video of it, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a good one.
You got a dentist appointment coming anytime soon? I have one tomorrow.
Gosh, now I need to make one though.
I have one tomorrow, and so I thought to myself, really, how strong are human teeth? I really feel like we maybe take our teeth. Do we take teeth for granted?
No, I don't take my teeth for granted.
No?
Oh, I can't watch this though.
You don't want to watch this right here?
No, I've got an issue with teeth. No, I can't watch this.
No, you should. We should just to test.
This is graphic.
It's not graphic.
I have an issue with my teeth already. Like I want to keep them healthy and good. And
You definitely got to warn people that this is sensitive.
Yeah, people just if you have a problem with teeth, mouth things, don't watch it.
But this isn't a tooth in a human mouth. This is a tooth put in between.
I can imagine my teeth.
A pressure cooker?
I don't think we've talked about this before.
205 kgs.
But wait, they give you the English conversion at the end of it.
That's gonna help.
260 kilograms. Now there's this much pressure being put on this. That's a molar too, I would imagine. So this is your best of your best as far as strength go.
That's my Xavier Leggett.
Okay, so it did. Wait, you need the sound. Put the sound back.
Oh gosh.
I need the sound. Huh?
You do need the sound for this, and if you're really gonna, okay, so this is the machine putting the pressure. If you have any fillings right now, you're probably feeling them inside of your mouth right now. Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, that was the pop of the tooth right there.
Justin.
But wait, we got to see. Okay, so that was the pressure. It was how many kilograms?
That was intense.
628 pounds.
628 pounds of pressure your molars can handle.
No, mine can't. Mine are sensitive.
So in case you were curious, I was thinking about that when I go to the dentist tomorrow. That's how much.
Just gonna strap some weights to your teeth and see if you can lift them.
628 pounds. So chewing nails, not as bad as you'd think.
Don't do it.
Could be worse.
I'd rather a moon pie.
Yeah, I'll just eat more mince pies, which is also probably not good for your teeth either. But
you know that we have sound from Mars?
No.
Yeah, like so the Curiosity rover, I think that's what it was called, that went to Mars. So, because I think part of like sound, right, like what you'd hear if we did ever move to Mars, you'd want to know what it sounds like.
Is this really Mars?
Yeah,
that looks like the desert.
That's Mars. That's why Elon believes we can be there.
Man, that's Utah.
Yeah, well, this is like sunset in Colorado.
So now are you pro Mars?
No, I'm not going.
It sounds like 77. I'm home, baby.
I am home, Mars. I've been waiting.
Would you go full Dune on Mars? Like, is that like the life you'd go for?
Definitely some worms.
Ready to ride some worms.
They got the worms there.
The worms up there.
That is the thing, because imagine like they're not showing us all the photos of Mars, right? You know, there's some CIA level stuff out there that they got some photos of.
sure.
What if there is like some crazy animals there that they don't want to tell
What
you
if
about?
Marvin the Martian is real from
Right.
the Looney Tunes? You know,
That's it.
He's really living out there.
Where'd the alien talk all go? I thought over the week Harvard said that. Remember Harvard last week?
University
Harvard
of Montana.
Montana.
Montana Harvard Technology Institute.
Right.
They said that we should be open-minded and believe that aliens are probably already walking among us.
I don't know.
Dune style.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't wear normal clothes in Dune though. Like it's because of the time they live in. Like everyone's in the desert.
Yeah, it's just a different culture to say the least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they like travel through space like we travel up and down 77. Yeah, they were different environments.
Okay.
Ride worms. Cool stuff. Just cool stuff.
Is that Mars? Is that what we're hearing right now?
Is that
Or
what?
is that aliens?
I think that's the aliens.
It's the aliens in Montana.
I thought that was the combination of my molars, RC Cola, and moon pie together. I thought that was just making that frequency stuck in my tooth cavity for tomorrow. I'm saving it for later. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. We're talking to him next. If you're buying, selling, or celebrating, 844-STUDIO-4.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, more of the hot stuff and more of the dry stuff for a while, with no real rain in sight for a while either. Mix of clouds and sun today as we climb into the upper 80s. Near 90, we'll fall back in the mid-60s overnight. The upper 80s on the way again for tomorrow. So the heat is pretty typical for June for the next few days. However, we really start to crank that up heading into the end of the weekend. Into the weekend, still no rain, but getting even hotter. Low to mid-90s for Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Lab, get your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night with a Kids in America concert. This totally 80s tribute band will get you up and dancing. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. We will see you and your chairs Thursday, June 20th at Langtree, Lake Norman. Friday night at RevFast in Mooresville is the monthly Hot Rods and Hops Car Show. Cool cars, motorcycles, and trucks will be on display. LKN Mobile Eats and Hop Town Brewing will be on hand with smash burgers and cold brews. Join us Friday after 5 p.m. at the late Apex Storage Condos in Mooresville for Hot Rods and Hops. Burkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The Ryan Bumgarner solo musical performance begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Burkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Ryan Bumgarner concert Friday night. The annual Symphony in the Park is back this Saturday in Cornelius. Bailey Road Park welcomes the Charlotte Symphony and fireworks. Bring your chairs and blankets to enjoy this free, family-friendly show. The Symphony in the Park program and fireworks celebration begins at 6 p.m. Saturday at Bailey Road Park in Cornelius. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 3 of summer camps begins Monday, June 24th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 17 include art, ceramics, paint, and clay. For more information on summer camp programs, visit kanearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series is racing ahead at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series night number 4 is on Tuesday, June 25th. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy Tuesday to you. Gearing up for the Home Ad Show. Airs Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. If you're buying, selling, or celebrating, you do it with Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show. 844-STUDIO-4. That's the number. Tomato sandwiches, I learned the right way to do it. Also experienced the combo of RC Cola and moon pie today. Peeling tomatoes definitely seems like a feat that I don't know if I can handle.
You can handle it.
Used to peeling apples. Have you ever had to peel 3 apples in a short amount of time?
No, I have not. No.
There's
never been a challenge.
New method to do it. I'm going to take these skills of peeling apples. I'm going to compute it, cross-examine it, convert it to tomatoes.
Okay.
Let's take a look at how I peel apples. This is the way to do it. You juggle them, and then you bite the skin off.
The people that are just listening right now, you need to get on the mobile app or any of the WSIC socials so you can
The
see this
tenacity
video.
of this man right here, the sheer determination he has as a human being is unmatched.
How do you discover this skill?
Look at his face right now. This man is on a mission.
That's business.
This is. He is Boom!
Did it.
3 apples peeled, and then he went and vomited. That's what happened next. So juggling it and then biting the skin off. You can't do that with tomatoes, though. I could try.
Can you juggle, Justin?
Can I juggle?
I don't know.
I don't know if moon pies are the right things to juggle.
They call me the moon pie juggler. Yeah, there's barely 3 left. All right, let's see. Can I juggle?
That would yet. Hold on, I can zoom out.
Juggling on the radio is really great talent.
Yeah, this is great. Great radio.
Oh, okay. I saw you
I
had
had
a little
one
initiative.
Good
That was
job.
nice.
Good
Not
job.
bad,
Good
not
job.
bad.
Wait, hold on. Give me one more chance. One more
All
chance.
right, one more chance. All right, here we go.
The problem with my brain is this is what it turns
There we
into.
go. You
I
did
can
it.
see that you might actually have it in you.
I think you do. Moon pies are a hard thing to juggle too. They're not round.
Juggling the cousin of the hacky sack.
Juggling. Oh, so were you big? I bet you were big into hacky sack.
There was a lot of kids who were into hacky. Why? Wait. First off, that seems a little. Why are you making assumptions about me?
Spot on.
Okay, because the skating and the skateboarding, that story from before, that vibes with the hacky sack.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so smart?
Wearing some Jinko jeans, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jinkos? What are
They
Jinko
weren't.
jeans?
They were Jinko jeans were the real
Really
baggy
wild
ones,
leg.
real
Wide.
baggy.
No, I
Justin
had
wasn't that hardcore.
Jabodes.
but- Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other side of it.
Weren't
yeah.
those ditties actually?
I don't.
I hope not.
I don't think.
Never
they
mind.
were
I didn't wear
ditties,
Jabodes.
yeah.
No,
I don't think they were.
no, even no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Anyway, I could see you being big into the hacky sack, hanging out with your friends in the Harris Teeter parking lot.
I probably should. Now that you're saying that, there's definitely a few
Did I nail
memories
it?
of
Yeah.
doing that. Also, I think I'm a big fan of tagging our meat. I think we should start putting name tags on it. What do you think? If a plate came to your table, you order a steak, it has a name on it. Are you eating it more or less?
A name of what?
Like the cow.
Well, they do that already. They tag the cows
They do tag the cows, but do you think it should have a name tag?
of what the cow's name was that you're eating.
Yeah.
Like this is
Betsy.
Cheryl.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
No, you don't want that?
No, do you?
I don't know. I didn't know if that's what the government was trying to get at here. So there's a new ear tag kind of bill floating around from USDA, and this is what they're talking about. So all my cattle farmers out there, all my farmers out here, this is,
Okay.
I'm talking to you. They're trying to do these ear tag concept. They're saying it's for disease protection, is what the government's claiming this is for. I don't know if I buy it though, because here's what happened. You know, they tried this in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about this. They tried this in Ireland when they tried tagging the ears of all the cattle to talk about disease prevention. And then Ireland made the farmers slaughter 40,000 cattle.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they thought they
That's
were
what
sick.
the article says. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't live in
They
Ireland.
said not because of disease, but to get the country more green.
Because, you know, it's the cow toots.
So they're
That's
trying
what's
to
causing climate change.
associate the cows to climate change.
No, they've already, AOC has
Right,
definitively said the cow toots cause climate change.
Sure.
It's the gaseousness. It's the,
Their fault.
I get you.
Okay.
and so they're trying to ear tag all the cattle. Wyoming's coming out and saying, you're not touching my cattle. You're not touching my cattle with your ear tags.
Good,
Who
let
makes
the-
those rules?
Let the farmers do what
USDA.
they do.
Oh, okay.
Let the farmers be.
Yeah.
I like my meat.
Let the good folk. Be
I think
good
we
folk.
more U.S. based meat. All the cattle in the world, not the disease ones. Though. Throw those away
Sure.
because that's what it's supposed to prevent allegedly. is
Yeah,
the
I
disease.
just want to know how we landed on tags. How are you going to get a tag on your steak? I was thinking about, do you want the little flags that say like
Yes. Like
medium,
rare. Yeah,
rare, well
medium.
done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Evans. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring those back, please.
So you can pick know what style. Like
Yeah.
you're talking before you order them and they're showcasing it
No,
to
when
you.
they bring it to the table, they have
Right.
the
It has
flag
like a
in
little
it.
flag in it. That way you know that one is yours for
This
sure.
is my
And
my
you cooked
medium
it
well.
the way I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my well done steak. Bring me my ketchup.
Do you order it well done?
No, never.
Oh.
No.
I do like your combo of ketchup and steak though. I can.
No,
get
when I
on
was a
board with
kid,
that.
yes, that's how I ordered my steak well done with ketchup.
And then you add some mashed taters, just put it right on
That's
top.
right.
I'm okay
That's
with
right.
that. Someone who might know about that, I don't know if he eats red meat. Patrick Reynolds hosts the Home Ad Show Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating. Pat, do you eat steak?
I love steak. Big red meat fan.
How do you take it?
Medium.
Oh, medium.
Yeah.
That's my pink, not bloody. That's how I like it.
Yeah, no blood, but yeah, I like the pinkish. I'm a very ish guy when I grill and when I make it myself. The restaurant comes out. I've never sent a steak back in my life. Could you cut into that, sir, and make sure it's okay? And I cut into it. It's fine.
Have you ever sent any food back? I don't envision you sending any food, even if the order was completely wrong, Patrick. I have
Even
a
if they
hard
brought
time
you a
believing.
cake instead of a salad, yeah, you wouldn't send it back.
I did it once in my life. I remember it, and I felt terrible about
He
it.
regrets it still. to
Yeah, I
this
do.
day.
Still feels
Yeah,
bad about it.
I was at a bar in Myrtle Beach many years ago, and
When you were 12.
7, thank you very much. And the order came out my dinner, and it was not what I ordered. And I debated with it because it wasn't what I ordered. I said, "Excuse me, this is what I ordered." They look at the sheet. They said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." But I looked at the meal, and it was kind of looking a little bit better than what I had ordered. So I went back and forth a little bit, but I did send it back. They came out, but I always remember that, and I always felt bad. I wish I just ate it. That's me.
Have you ever been that rude to a caller on home ad where you tell them to send it back when they call in?
I never have.
No, he would never.
Never have. The show doesn't exist without callers. So if they call in, that's just part of the program. Most of them are great. But yeah, you do get an occasional one where I wonder, in my head, what are they talking about? But
those edible bookmarks, right?
That's something I don't understand that at all.
I think it was just maybe a piece of gum.
Well, when you're in the moment of hosting home ad too, it's like a different level. So when I hosted home ad the couple of times, like they don't let me back anymore to host it. But when I did a couple of times, Hillbilly got me. I don't know if you've ever heard Hillbilly call in.
Hillbilly, yeah.
Hillbilly got me. He called in talking about, I need me a tree stretcher.
Tree stretcher, yeah.
I need to be able to take it from 3 feet to 5 feet. And I was like, well, only on the home ad show. All right, we're going to find you one. And I was all into it. I thought we were going to find him a tree stretcher.
There's actually a story, it relates to back when Pat Shannon was hosting it. Similar concept, however, it would be best shared with you off the air. But there's a story I heard about that too.
Okay.
Many a stories told. Wonderful community of the Home Ad Show airs Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, you're doing it with Patrick Reynolds. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. Patrick, have a great show, sir.
Thank you much. Talk to everybody at 9.
Did we talk about the Celtics winning the NBA championship last night? Did we even mention that?
No, we didn't.
We have not mentioned that today. Congrats to them.
Congrats to them. I turned it
Bob,
off.
Bob
at
McIntosh
halftime.
mentioned it.
He did.
He did. so
McIntosh
congrats
Law,
to
Bob
them.
McIntosh, in the know on everything. I turned it off at halftime whenever the Celtics made that. They brought on the kid, and he's a kid. I say that relatively. I think his sole job is to make 3-pointers from at least half court, and they brought him on, and he swishes it right at the buzzer.
Braden Pritchard?
Yeah. And he dunked, and I said, all right, this game's over. It's Celtics to lose. They were up by 21 at halftime, so I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, they're a good team. Good season.
Did you watch it, Bill?
I watched a little bit of it up until halftime, but I wasn't really seeing the fight from the Mavericks that I wanted to see.
Have you ever watched The Tongue of a Chameleon Catch a Cricket?
I have not.
I have. So Rob had a chameleon.
Well, I guess I have. Yeah,
he had a chameleon when we were dating.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in his pocket?
Is that a green flag or a red flag thing?
Well, so he had a dog when we first met. His dog
Green
passed
flag?
away.
Okay.
He wasn't ready to get another dog, so he got a chameleon instead.
Who's his chameleon guy?
I couldn't tell you.
Who's he getting chameleons
I
from?
don't know. You have to.
Can
call
you
him.
buy chameleons in North Carolina,
I
or is it
think
like
you can-
turtles in South
No,
Carolina?
I think you can just buy them at the pet store. I don't know
can?
where he got it though.
Look at this one, though. Yeah, look at this one.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, this is really great for radio. So when you're on the WSIC News app, you can see what it's like for a chameleon. First off, didn't know a chameleon's tongue looked like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's got like a hand on the end of it.
Yeah, which he grabs the cricket, then absorbs the cricket inside of the tongue just to make sure it's transported properly, then into its mouth. Again.
Yeah, so they eat live crickets too, not dead ones.
No.
So when
they're carnivores.
He would be out of town, I would have to go over to his condo and feed the chameleon, and it was just me like throwing crickets in there. Like,
Would it instantly eat them too? Like
no,
it was so hungry?
It depended on how hungry he was, but no, not usually. Usually they just hopped around in the cage, but a few of them probably ended up on the floor too. Sorry.
Are you apologizing to Rob for
Yeah,
all
sorry,
those years
Rob.
later of
I'm
letting him
sorry
know
about the
that one
crickets.
landed on
I
the
like
floor?
how its like tongue has like a little mitten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never knew that about
I didn't know
chameleons.
that
It's got a
either.
little mitten.
I didn't know that they had hot pockets at the end of their tongues. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's what they had.
Yeah, so that's interesting. But yeah, I never stayed to watch him eat it. I just threw the crickets in there and ran out as fast as I could.
Were you scared?
I
Of the
just don't like bugs. Yeah.
You know the chameleon's name?
His name was
Roger.
Cam.
Cam.
His
Oh,
name
like
was Cam.
chameleon.
Yeah.
Cam the chameleon.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
Rob's
that
a
plays.
practical guy.
He's
Yeah.
he's a cool guy.
Straightforward. You can take the chameleon off the screen now. I can't see the time, but
We should get a chameleon for the studio.
Okay. I'm not feeding it.
I actually genuinely did think about pet, like a pet, like some type of, I don't want to say mascot because pets die, but I do think a pet for the studio.
Normie. Can we get Normie in here?
Normie's cool. Would he smell like an amphibian, you think, or you think he'd be able to take care of
Nah,
himself?
he can take care of himself. He's
Diaper based or more like potty pad kind of thing?
No. He just goes use the bathroom around the corner.
Outside?
No, just around the. If as long as he can fit in the door, he'll
Oh,
be
you mean
fine.
in the hallway?
Yeah, in the
bathroom,
hallway.
like
yeah.
the residential commode. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
He'd be
Okay.
all right.
All right. I'm okay with that. I started thinking about a pet. I just don't want like the amphibian smell. So Normie, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
We don't have a shower here, but that's.
He showers in the lake.
I still don't know what kind of animal Normie really is. I'm still putting that together. I thought more water horse. Home Ad Show up next.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7. WSIC, Statesville, Morrisville.